Yo, what is up, guys? It is John, and I am back with another MLB The Show tier list. So I accidentally already showed the first person, but we're gonna ignore that. Cause I had to redo it because my Elgato was not connected. But anyways, today we're gonna be doing the shortstops. I feel like the shortstop position is pretty vital for your Dynasty team. You're really gonna have to find a mix of contact power and fielding, just because it's so vital with ground balls up the middle and just overall the heart of your infield defense. So without further ado, I'm gonna get right into it, and like always, if you'd like to skip to the end, I give a quick update or little rundown of each player. So if you'd like to go to that, you can. If not, I'm gonna go through each and every player while going through this. So we might as well get right into it. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, and you want to give your opinion on any of these players, feel free to put in the comment section below. I'd be love to see your opinion and give a comment on that or give my insight with it. So first person, Bo, I sort of leaked it already, but I'm going to put him in C tier. So Bo Bichette, he has sort of a slow swing. Stat-wise, he looks pretty dang good. Bronze defense is a little sketchy at shortstop. I will say bronze defense, all these guys are a little sketchy at shortstop, but passable for this time of the year. As the year goes on, we're looking for more of a five-tool player at shortstop with reaction. So before, what I'm looking at with these players is firstly contact power, obviously, because hitting is half the battle, and then speed, reaction, and fielding. So arm, I'm not totally like, obviously the better the arm, the better, but it's not the make all be all for shortstops. Reaction and fielding, if they can get to the ball, usually this game you'll get the runner out, even with lower arm strength. But pretty much Bo Bichette, he like hugs the plate. He has a slow swing. He doesn't really get great exit velos. So I'm going to put him in C tier just to begin. There's just some holes in his game that can't be overlooked. Next up, Dede, I'm going to put also in C tier. Dede is a conquest reward. He hits righties well. Defense is okay. I'm not going to bring him up, but overall, he's just an average shortstop at best. Next up, Anderson Simmons, the veteran collection reward in the flashback tab. F tier, he just cannot hit. Obviously, his fielding is amazing, but overall, he is just a negative bat, and you can just find better options than that. Next up, Anthony Volpe. I'm going to put in A tier. Let me pull up his stats real quick, and I'll talk about him. So Anthony Volpe, silver fielding, okay reaction, good speed, and 84-82 against righties, which I value highly. As always, the pitching right now is right-handed meta, so you're not going to face many people with Keuchel, Dontrell, or the works like that. So majority of the guys you see are going to be right-handed. He hits very well against righties. He's right-handed hitter, but if you can hit righty on righty, you'll be fine. Higher contact against left, a little lower against left, but like I said, fielding's passable and good speed. So overall, I'd say Volpe is our first A tier player. Next up, Wander Franco. I'm going to put B tier. So I know people will swear by Wander's swing, and I put him on my cap last year, and I probably will this year. But as I've said, we are in a right-handed meta, and 75-57 is just a little lower. Fielding and obviously speed are amazing, so you could probably argue low A tier. But for right now, I'm going to say he's going to be top of B tier. Next up is the BR Cal card. I'm going to put him at the top of C tier. Cal Ripken just notoriously has a bad swing. Great fielding, a little slower. He just doesn't get it done at the plate no matter what his stats are. And that's pretty much my opinion of that. Next up, Michael Young. I'm going to put S tier. So pretty much maxed out power 115 plus. Just under 80 power, so if you get him to parallel 2 or 3, he'll hit that threshold. Good defense, good reaction. Overall, you can't get much better than Michael Young at shortstop at this time of the year. Next up, Corey Seeger. So I'm going to say Corey Seager's S tier. So the thing with Corey Seager, he has silver fielding at shortstop. Good reaction, speed's fine. But his swing and his attributes play well above what they are, and he absolutely mashes pitching. Corey Seager, every year, he's just one of the best hitters. So at this time, if you can get Corey Seager, he's a great budget option for a shortstop, and I would highly recommend him. Francisco Lindor, I'm going to put in A tier. So Francisco Lindor and Jazz Chisholm, pretty much the same player. We're only going to go primaries before, but I saw a comment on a previous video for second baseman asking about Francisco Lindor and Jazz Chisholm. So in my opinion, Chisholm is slightly better than Lindor just because I like his swing, and I've never really truly had good success with Lindor's swing. But 99 fielding, 99 reaction is no joke at shortstop, especially switch hitting, and he has above 85 power against righties. So I would be naive if I were not to put him in A tier at this time, especially being a face of the franchise and being very available. Next up is this Javi Baez. I'm going to put in B tier. So Javi Baez is a solid player. Fielding wise, you can't get much better, but the thing holding him back is against right-handed pitching, and that's about it. Other than that, I would say he's very serviceable, very good hitter. B tier in my opinion, because I think he's worse than these four up here. Next up, Trea Turner. I'm going to put in A tier above Lindor. Turner, I love his swing. My goodness, this man's swing just creates exit velo. He doesn't have the power, but exit velo wise, he is better than pretty much all. Maybe Corey Seeger has a glitchier swing. 99 speed is going to play so well at shortstop at this time of the year. He's going to get to balls in the hole that many players can't. Reaction wise, it's good. Fielding is good. And he just overall plays well above his attributes. Trea Turner is just a good player overall in the show. Next up, Fernando Tatis Jr. I'm going to put an S tier. Tatis is one of the best shortstops in the game. Probably definitely the best live series shortstop. Like, how can you really go against 78, 112 against righties at this time? Bronze fielding, again, sketchy. And 58 reaction, very sketchy. Some is sort of rough at this time of the year, or any time of the year, but it can definitely pass for right now. 90 speed's going to also bail him out, which is good. But overall, Tatis, he's one of the best in the game, and that fielding's not going to hold him back from an S tier. Next up is his cover athlete. I'm going to put in B tier with Javi. So same idea with Javi. He's just slightly worse in all sense. He's actually, now that I look at this, he is very comparable. So this is the cover athlete. So take away 2 attributes for all of them. With the live series, they're very, very applicable. Ooh. I'm going to say the inside edge is going to bring this Fernando to S tier. I'm going to put this in A tier. So what I just changed was I moved this Tatis from B to A. These two are very similar. I'm going to give the live series the edge because of inside edge. But this Tatis crushes righties. He has bronze fielding and 58 reaction. He's pretty much exact to the live series, just a slightly, I believe, slightly less stealing. Yeah, slightly less stealing, which who cares at this time. So I'm going to put him in A tier. I actually didn't even realize how similar these two were. And again, good swing. Next up, Bobby Whitt Jr. I'm going to put in B tier. Bobby Whitt Jr., he pretty much very good at everything. I would say he's the top of B tier. He's just slightly worse than these guys. But 72, 90, 79, 93 hitting, nothing's wrong with that. 81 fielding, gold fielding, and 88 speed. I mean, if you can't get any of these guys, Bobby Whitt Jr., he's a solid card. He's just a little more expensive than the face of the franchise. He's going for 42K right now. So a little more expensive, and that brings him down a little bit. But overall, very good card. Next up is Marte. So Marte, I am going to put in B tier. I'm going to put him middle B tier. Pretty much average at everything. There's no real holes, but overall, all the other cards in A tier and S tier are better than him. But overall, no holes in his game. Next up, I'm going to get the 3 live series gold and put in D tier. They all have holes in the game, and they are just slightly worse than all the rest of the cards. That's pretty much it, and they're better than Angelton. Troy Gloss, S tier. This is an easy S tier. Gloss hits the ball. He has great power against both hands. Kills lefties. I know it's a right-handed meta, and I've said that a lot, but he kills lefties, and his swing is good enough for right-hand pitching. Good fielding, good speed, and reaction, and just overall very solid card. I would say just very slightly better. You could easily argue top of A tier, but I'm going to give him S tier. So I was saying if possibly you could put him here, but I'm going to give him S tier in my opinion. And then finally, Chipper Jones, I'm going to put an A tier. Chipper just has a great swing, and there's not really much else I can say other than I highly value Chipper Jones cards. He'll do just fine at shortstop for you. Sorry, it's raining outside. Sorry if you could hear that. I heard a chair start tipping over. But yeah, Chipper Jones, bottom of A tier is where I'll say. So to pretty much overall sum up this tier list, Michael Young, best contact on this list by far, and parallel 1 to 2 gives you the 80 power threshold with good defense, glitchy swing, and serviceable defense. Best live series shortstop in my opinion, and actually not my opinion, you can just look at the stats. Just destroys righty with good speed, bad fielding, but his speed bails him out. Hits both hands well and good fielding. Pretty much great at everything. Glitchy swing, gets great exit velos with 99 speed, which is very valuable and good fielding. Switching that with max out fielding. Pretty much this Tatis just without inside edge. Chipper is Chipper. Bobby Witt, all 4 of these are above average at everything, but the A and S tier are better. C tier was where you're going to start get the holes in your game. Bad swing, just stat-wise is a little worse. Live series golds and Anderson Simmons who cannot hit. In my opinion, anybody B tier and above, use. Because if you have Bo Bichette, sell him. If you have Cal, definitely sell him and improve the roster. But any of these options, I would say, are well more than serviceable. Yeah, I think that's my opinion on all of these. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, just leave them in the comment section below. I'm recording this on Thursday. My goal is to have this out Friday afternoon. So if you haven't noticed, my upload schedule is going to be weekdays at noon. I might have a weekend video coming with Moonshine event. I'm currentently trying to figure out what I want to do next week with content-wise. So I would love comments or anything. You guys have ideas, because I would love to bring any content. If you would even want me to just play a rank game and go through my thought process, like almost what Seeger does. But yeah, Outfielders should be out Friday or Saturday if I can't get to it with classes. And of course, thank you for watching. Leave a comment below, like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day. Take it easy.